Alright, so let's do this. I decided to make a fourth axis using minimally 3D printed parts. So this is going to be the rotating part. I'm going to use a wheel bearing for the nose, and then I'm going to create, I don't know what I'm going to mount on this yet, but I could create different noses that bolt into this that would hold like a chuck, or maybe it'd be a face plate. I don't know yet. That's further ahead. That's assuming this works at all. So this is bolted in, you see, is the 200 tooth gear. So this is the one that doesn't move, in effect, in relation to this. So here's the, I guess technically they're splines, but whatever. So this is what's going to couple between these two. So this is going to get, okay, let's visualize this for a second. This is what's going to turn the chuck or faceplate or whatever is going to be mounted here. There's going to be a plate here that mounts this bearing, and then there'll be a plate back here that mounts the stationary spline and the stepper motor. Alright, so visualize if you will. I just dropped a whole bunch of bearings, because these are all 3D printed parts that the tolerance is just slightly suspect. But, so, visualize if you will, this mounted, oh hold on, let me get this all together. So this will be mounted here, and then this, if I can get this in here, so I can do this. Oh hey, look at that. So then this will be mounted on the back plate, I guess you'd call it, of the fourth axis. Is that making any sense? I think it is. So let me see. So this will be stationary. Well, let's see if we can make this work. I think that's, yeah, feels right. So if I hold on to this, and let me log into the computer here. Did I just do that? Hold on, this went to sleep. Hold that thought. Oh, you'd think I'd be more prepared for this, but no. Alright, so if I hold this, can I make this work? Look at that. Alright, so let's see if we can do this smoothly. So I'm holding on to this ring. Notice this gear. Let's slow this down a little bit so I don't lose a finger. Alright, so let's see if this works. So, oh my goodness. So, this is not to scale or whatever. So there you go. So, you see it rotating around. So that's the plan. I just need to come up with some machining bits that tie this all together. Kind of makes sense? Maybe just a little bit? I don't know. Kind of makes sense to me. So this, I'll pull this out of here. Try not to drop anything. This was part of a drum. So it was about this long by about this long. It ran like maybe a conveyor that was maybe 8 inches wide. And it was just something I found at work. And I did a little bit of machining. I think I'll start the video with the random machining. And this is like a wheel bearing, and I don't know how tight it is yet. I haven't really clamped it together to see how much play there is, but I can pop this apart and grind. Oh, hold on. If it isn't tight enough, I can pop one of these out, and I can take a little bit off of, grind a little bit off of that on the surface grinder and make it tighter, so when it gets clamped together there hopefully isn't any play. I mean, for at these RPMs that I'm doing, it could probably be pretty tight and it wouldn't be a problem, but I don't need it that tight. I just need it so there isn't much twist to the bearing. So I don't know, I think it's a good start. I mean, it looks nice, it's pretty, right? But so this will be 100-to-1 reduction, and we'll see how long it lasts or how well it repeats depending on how tight it is. My plan is this little doohad right here will be machined, of course. It won't be 3D printed, and I'll make my best guess at this distance. But if I need to adjust it, I can just adjust this drawing so that it's a little thicker or thinner to make it work with whatever spacing I end up with on this, to make it tight enough. So we'll see how that works, right? So anyway, I think that's a good start. I might hopefully have a little more machining done this weekend, and maybe I can actually, I don't know, I never know how much work I'll actually get done. So shooting for this weekend to finish up the end caps, but we'll see. So talk to you guys later.